Yo guys, what's going on? Acez here today. We are talking about the day before and why we haven't had any updates and what's going on with it. Guys, to be a huge favor, make sure you're dropping a like and of course make sure you're subscribing. Let's talk about the day before. The day before is an open world MMO survival set in a deadly post-pandemic America overrun by flesh-hungry infected and survivors killing each other for food, weapons, and cars. When I first saw this trailer, literally the day it came out, it was like a match made in heaven. I personally love The Division and The Division 2, and I love zombie survival shooters. It honestly reminded me of The Division crossed with H1Z1, and I was extremely excited. Now, that was probably over 2 years ago at this point. It was a long time ago when that very first trailer released. I believe it was on IGN even. And now here we are almost in 2023 without the title and without any updates for almost 5 months. So, what do I think's going on? Well, I'm going to give you my own theory, and it's just a theory. I don't know anything. I don't have insider information. It's just a conspiracy, and this video is for entertainment purposes only. So, whoever the developer and publisher are behind this project, which I don't remember their names, I'm sorry, don't get mad at me. It's just a conspiracy. So, what I think happened was a classic case of, let's just see how they react. Now, like I said, this is a conspiracy of mine, but I'm going to give you a real-world example. Let's say you have an energy drink, and the energy drink is called Acez. Hey, that's me. Let's say your energy drink is called Acez, and you haven't made any. There hasn't been any production. There hasn't even been any trademark set, no copyright, nothing. So let's say, hey, I'm a content creator. I'm going to make this energy drink called Acez, and I list it for sale on a so-called website. In this case, we'll just call it Steam. So if this energy drink sold nothing, it didn't sell a single drink at all. You know what the best part about that situation was? I didn't make any. There was no cost. I just kind of played the market, see what happens. But let's say that energy drink might have sold out. Maybe it sold 100,000 units. Well, now we have 100,000 units to fulfill, and we don't have any product. Basically, the next step would be make the product. I think that's exactly what happened with the day before. They put it on Steam, had a couple, images and a couple videos rendered in a very tight space. And I believe I read some conspiracy about how you can, sector off certain parts of your game, render it, make it look absolutely beautiful, and have some sort of framework there. But at the end of the day, there wasn't a whole game made. I think that's what happened. I think we got a little snippet of a game that could happen, but is not even in development. It's not even ready. And I think we saw the day before put up on Steam, wish list, hey, here's our game, here's our vision, and let's see what happens. And turns out the day before sold every unit of its energy drink because that shit went to #1 on Steam wish list. And now we have the developer and potentially publisher freaking out because we have absolutely no product, and now we have to build an entire video game to live up to what we have created it to be and created a vision and some hope for everybody about this title. I think that's the real reason the day before got delayed. That is just my opinion, but I think we never had a game. I don't think there was ever a day before. I think it literally was just a, hey, what if we did this? And then everybody was like, we want you to do that. And they're like, okay, we're going to do that. And obviously, they probably started creating the game, and then they were like, oh shit, we are not even close to this release date of June of 2022. So let's push that shit back to March 1st, 2023. The last update we've had from the day before was just one singular screenshot that seemed to be have some multiplayer when you have some other players in your lobby with you. Obviously, it looks like we have a little bit of an urban area with some friendlies, but hey, these could just be other players you meet randomly. But this is the latest update for the day before. This is all we have. This was June 29th, 2022. We are currently sitting in mid-November of 2022. And, I would kind of hope that maybe if we have a ship date of March 1st, maybe we can get a couple updates. Personally, I think the game's either going to get delayed again or we're going to get some really stripped down version of this game and it's just not gonna be what we think it is. This is one of those instances that let the reviewers buy the game and see what happens. I wouldn't go jumping into it. I wouldn't spend $50, $60, $70 on the base version of the game. or even any higher versions at that matter. Now, given I believe one of their most recent like prop hunt style games has been getting some support and doing okay. I mean, it's not dead per se. It doesn't have one player on like some of their other titles that they kind of scrub from their history. But at the end of the day before isn't looking that great when it comes to giving us updates, giving us developmental, progress. Nothing. There's no dev updates. There's no dev blogs. There's nothing. The day before is looking a little scary, but at the same time, it still looks great because of its graphics and potential. So that's my take on what happened to the day before and where we're at right now. Guys, do me a favor. Make sure you're dropping a like and, of course, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Sponsors and equipment description below. It's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm out.